Okay, after the longest, coldest, and wettest spring in my memory, at least here in Washington, finally got some decent weather, so we're packing up our goats and heading off on our first adventure of the year. Okay, we made it to Lewiston, and this is where I'm meeting Thea. She was working down here today, and so rather than driving all the way home and turn around and having to drive back, I decided to meet her here. Okay, we arrived at the place we're going to spend the night tonight. I guess I should give you an introduction. We're out here to hike the Wenaha River Trail, which the trailhead is probably another 5 miles or so farther up. But while they have parking there, there's really nowhere for overnight camping. So we're camping here instead. It's just a little place set up for fishermen. They've got an actual concrete bathroom over there, which will be nice. So anyway, this is where we're gonna spend the night. All right, here we are. It's the morning of April 28th. Sun shining right into my eyes. What do you think, Angus? Ready to go on a hiking trip? Just right here, you see the goats behind me. They were tied up last night, but they're off their ties right now to let them do some grazing. And truck behind us. Anyway, gonna get loaded up, make the drive up trailhead, get started before the day gets too warm. Okay, we're on the trail, and I guess I should give a little more background. We're hiking the Wenaha River Trail, which is down on the Oregon-Washington border in the southeastern part of the state. And the trail itself is about 7 miles in and 7 out, so 15 miles altogether. Good easy hike, but it's the first one of the year, and so really looking forward to finally being outdoors and back on the trail. anyone who's watched our hiking videos before probably has noticed one thing that's different about this one. Ken is hiking in shorts instead of his usual kilt. And the sad story is I pulled my kilt out the day before we came out here, having every intention of wearing it, only to find out that the 10 pounds I gained over the winter mean that I'm now too fat to wear my kilt. Damn it! So anyway, these hiking shorts will have to do until I can shed a few pounds, and hopefully some of the hikes we do later this summer I'll be back in the kilt again. Back on trail after a 3-hour break. The day just kept getting hotter and hotter, and my thermometer pegged out at 85, and we were getting hot, but our goats were really starting to breathe hard and dragging behind us. As I said earlier, we're not used to this hot weather, and the goats actually still, they haven't completely shed out their winter coats, so this hot weather here was too much for them. So it's 6 o'clock right now. We're only about a mile away from our goal, Crooked Creek Campground, and so we should be there shortly. Some of you may wonder how we tie our goats up at night to keep them from wandering off. And what I do is I use this thing called the orange screw, for obvious reasons. But has a little sleeve that you insert through here and just screw it into the ground. And then there's a piece of rope attached here that their leashes clip into. So it just tethers them just like that. I'll screw this one in. They go in pretty easy if the ground's not super rocky. Just like that. And clip in the leash. Well, that was absolutely ridiculous. Hiked out here all day long, sun coming down on our heads like a frying pan, and not a puff of wind all day long. I swear to God, the instant I pulled my tent out to set it up, 30-mile-an-hour winds. I don't know if you could see it on the video, but both of us were chasing our damn tents across the flat here. So anyway, finally got them up. Oh, I guess if anybody's curious, why 2 tents for a married couple? Well, because this guy snores really, really bad, and my tent mate can't get any sleep when we share a tent. So The solution to that was 2 tents. Good?
Oh my gosh.
Leah's dinner. And over here is mine. Sure, you're wondering why on earth we would have 2 separate dinners, you know, 2 separate stoves, 2 separate pots, but we like different things, so easier just to prepare them separately. Well, it's 7 a.m. the following day, what's today, the 29th, I guess. Got pretty chilly last night, down it's only 38 degrees right now. It's 7 o'clock, we're getting packed up. Try to get hiked out here before it gets really super hot like it did yesterday. So, on the road here shortly. Such a beautiful area. It's only spoiled by one unfortunate fact, which is that about 5 years ago a really bad fire came through here and destroyed virtually all the standing trees. So there's just dead snags everywhere, burned out. But other than that, it's couldn't be a prettier trail to hike. Well, the trail's winding down. We're only about, a half mile from the parking area. So I thought I'd quickly give a summary of my opinion of the trail. First and foremost, it's beautiful. It is a gorgeous trail. It is some of the prettiest country out here that I think I've seen anywhere. Second, the trail itself is really well maintained, for the most part really smooth, almost no ups and downs. It is in fact the ideal trail for somebody who maybe is just getting started backpacking, or someone who's elderly and isn't as strong as they used to be, or somebody who's got kids and want to introduce them to trail or backpacking. This is the trail to bring them out on. And the third thing is you follow the river the whole time, so water's never an issue. Always as much water as you need. Don't have to do any water carries. It's awesome. So the only thing I can really say that's a slight negative about the trail is it's, I think, a seasonal trail. It's really hot today. It's April 29th and it's over 80 degrees and we're feeling it. I'm afraid that any later than like the middle of May, into May, and this would just be like hiking through Death Valley. So this is definitely a trail you'd want to hike in early to mid-spring, maybe late spring, and then in the fall. I wouldn't want to come out here between June and, say, middle of September. It would just be too hot. But other than that, I literally can't recommend it enough. Great trail. Okay, made it back to the trailhead. Looks like that the trailer and the truck still have air in their tires, no broken windows. That's a good thing. There we are. Hey goats, you guys made it. All right, that's it. Good work. Let's head home. Everybody load up.